So friends, today we are going to explain a very dangerous movie, Rice of the Land. So in the beginning of the story, a fighter is shown whose name is Fei. Fei is an expert in martial arts, due to which he is alone with many fighters. He was fighting and was killing them easily, but suddenly many fighters come there. One of them kills Fei and makes him fall down, due to which Fei starts remembering his childhood, and we come to know that Fei's father. They used to help orphan children and give them food and shelter. One day they meet a boy named Firing who was very ill. Fei's father brings him to his ashram and treats him. Then Fei tells Firing that I will not let anything happen to you, and at the same time tells that I am very powerful and no one can defeat me. Now, after a few years, we are shown that a gang named Black Tiger was kidnapping laborers, and any laborer would go against them. Actually, this place is in China, and all the illegal activities take place here. Along with this, there is also a gang named North Sea, which had enmity with the Black Tiger gang and the Black Tiger foreign business. She also did some illegal business. Actually, there are 3 leaders of this gang who are called Tiger. The first leader is North Evil, who is the leader of the workers. The second leader is Black Row, who handles the gambling business. And after this, the third leader is Old Snake. Who does human trafficking? Well, these 3 leaders have a boss who is the leader of this entire gang, whose name is Master Lewis. After this, we see Fei with some fighters who want to join the Black Tiger gang. Fei was also going with them. Actually, Fei's purpose of coming here was to become the 4th tiger of the gang. Now all are taken to Master Lewis. Then Lewis kills one of his men in front of everyone, because he had joined the gang. Now Louis leads the road of burning Doloi towards the fighters, which scares everyone, but Fei is not afraid at all. Louis is very impressed by this and asks for tea for everyone. He spills the tea on their hands, due to which all the fighters drop their cups due to pain. But Fei bears the pain, after which Louis tells everyone that whoever cuts the head of North Gang's master and brings it to me, I will make him the 4 tigers. Now, let's come to the beginning of the story where Fei is fighting with the master of North Sea. There is a very dangerous fight between the two, and Fei cuts the throat of the master of North Sea and starts leaving from there. But then there comes the North Sea gang. The men arrive and then start fighting with him. Then Fei's partner lights Ra's firecrackers, which distracts the attention of all the fighters, and seeing the opportunity, he saves Fei, while Master Lewis takes Fei's hand with a cannon. Seeing the severed head of CK's master, he becomes the 4th tiger, and tells the other 3 that whatever work they could not do in so many years, Fei did it in just 1 day, after which the scene is cut and shown in the present, where the son of the master of Narsi gang sees his father's severed head, and then he swears that he will avenge his father's death. On the other hand, Fei is getting a tiger tattoo done on his back. Then the tattoo artist tells Fei. He tells something special about the gang. He says that all the money of the gang is kept in a locker, which has 2 keys. One of these keys is a silver key, and the other is a golden key. One set of these keys is with Louis, and the other, the set is with the tigers who give the most profit to the gang. Now, Louis announces Fei in front of everyone to become the 4th tiger, after which Fei gradually starts eliminating the people of Norse gang and taking their place. Due to which Fei had now become a dangerous tiger. After this, Fei often comes to a girl named Orchid, who is a good friend of Fei. One day when he was sleeping at Orchid's place, he had a dream, like every time. Then Orchid asks Fei if you are okay. Well, then Orchid tells Fei that she likes her, but Fei denies her and says that I just consider you a good friend of mine. After this, Fei Orchid tells that his father's enemies had burnt down his orphanage. Then his father saved the lives of all the children, but he lost his life in that accident. Now the next day we see some businessmen who ask Lewis to send 300 laborers abroad. For this, Lewis agrees and thinks of kidnapping 300 laborers and sending them abroad. But Fei asks Louis that if some laborers want to go abroad to work, then what is the need to kidnap them? To which Louis tells that the businessmen are going to buy those laborers forever, while on the other hand, Firing and Chun come to know that a child has died due to illness, due to which they are very sad. After this, we are again shown the past of Firing and Fei, where both of them go to an ashram to avenge their father's death to the man who set fire to the ashram, but someone had already killed him when a friend of Fei's father arrives there. Hai, who was a martial artist, takes both of them with him and trains them in martial arts for many years and tells them that it is better to protect people than to take revenge. Then one day, both of them will complete their training. Then both of them together form an open gang and decide to help the people, from which we learn that Fei joined the Black Tiger Gang to save the workers. After this, we see Chun, who is taking people's clothes. While she is doing sewing work, Orchid comes there and gives her clothes to sew. In fact, under the pretext of doing this work, Chul delivers her message to Fei. Here, Fei puts the message in Chun's bag. While doing so, Orchid sees it, after which Fiery and Chun see the message, which tells them that Old Snake has the gold key. So the next morning, the open gang snatches the key from Old Snake, which leads to Old Snake chasing Chun with his men and captures him. But then Fiery comes there and attacks Old Snake with him. After this, they take a copy of his key and put the key back there. After this, Lewis learns that Orphan Gank has killed Old Snake. Then, when he sees her key, he becomes careless and does not pay much attention to this matter. Now, Lewis hands over the responsibility of that key to North Evil. Now, one night, Fei shows Lewis the gold key, which is the real key, and tells that he saw the man of North Evil making a copy of this key. So he snatched that key and killed that man. Actually, here, Fei wanted to make Black Row and North Evil fight among themselves. Now, Black Row understands. He realizes that Old Snake must have been killed by the North Evil, so now he joins up with Fei. The next day, Lewis takes Fei to show him his weapons. Then Lewis explains that after Old Snake died, he feels that someone will help him. When he comes there with his people, and a fight starts between them, Lewis is also an expert in martial arts, so he starts killing his enemies very easily, while the fight between Fei and Vo. It happens that he was dominating Fei, then Louis saves Fei, after which Fei, seeing the opportunity, cuts off Fei's hand and kills him. After this, on the other hand, the open gang is shown who burns Lewis's illegal factory. Meanwhile, Lewis's people see Fiery and start chasing him. Similarly, after seeing Black Row Chun, they start running after him. Here, Fiery starts fighting with them, but due to the presence of more people, Fiery gets trapped there, and while they catch him, Black Row chases Chun and reaches a house where Fei was already waiting with his people. Here it is, revealed that Chun's parents were killed by Black Row. Now they all together. After killing Black Row and snatching both keys from him, Fei tells Chun that he loves her. Then Chun asks him about the orchid, to which he tells that the orchid is just a friend of his. Now as Fei, when he goes to Black Tiger's headquarters, he sees that they have captured Fiery. Master Louis then asks Fei to kill him, to which Fiery tells Louis that his treasure is going to be stolen. Hearing this, Lewis takes his own life. Nick goes out with the people. Then we see that Chun, along with all the poor people, starts stealing the treasure. Here Fei asks Fiery to save him, to which Fiery refuses to do so because Fiery did not want to, so that Lewis finds out his truth because their mission was not completed yet. Fei wanted to save him, but then Lewis arrives there with his men, who again asks to cut off Fiery's tongue, but then the gang members of Black Row. They take the body and come there. When they check the body, they see the mark of North Evil's wand on Black Row's chest, which makes them think that North Evil has killed Black Row. In fact, it is Fei who killed North Evil's wand. A mark was made on the chest with a copy, on which North Ivy tells Louis that someone did this to trap him, and in anger asks Fiery to tell the truth about everything, on which Fiery whispers in his ear that he knows nothing. Will tells and brings his neck near the sword and cuts it, resulting in his death there. Now everyone thinks that North Will has deliberately killed Fiery, but Louis still suspects that someone might be behind it. Here Fay is saddened by Fiery's death and starts remembering the good days spent with her. After this, we see Fay near Orchid, where Fay is crying a lot, and tells Orchid about Fiery's death. Fay had no idea how he would locate the 300 workers without Fay, and North Val was also suspicious of him. Then we see Fay arrive at the market and notice Louis's men scattered all around. But he thinks of alerting the open gang and avoiding the mission. Then Fay goes to a storyteller and asks him to tell a story so that his message can reach the open gang. Well, Fay does this. The plan works, and everyone gets alerted. When Louis hears the story, he realizes that someone must have asked the man to tell the story to alert them, so he asks the man what the story is. Who told you to tell it, but that man is blind? So the master asks him to recognize the voice and find out that man. All the master's people tell him the name of that story one by one, but in the ear of that man only. He says that I am a member of the gang that got everyone the treasure last night. Hearing this, he does not tell the truth about Fee to the blind master. After this, we see North Evil, who was getting a massage in a room, when Orchid came to her partner. Orchid comes there and asks to meet North Evil. Orchid meets North Evil and tells him the truth about Fay, and says that now she wants to join your gang. After this, North Evil starts romancing her. Then Orchid sees the opportunity. North attacks Evil, but he catches her and kills her. Now he comes towards Orchid's companion, which is Chun. As soon as Nor comes towards her, she kills him. And there. Now the next day, we see Fay with Chun. Then Chun tells Fay about the orchids, hearing which Fay becomes emotional and has tears in her eyes. The next day, Fay gathers his people and confronts Louis, asks to fight, and then everyone tells the truth about Louis in the whole city, due to which people turn against Louis. Then Louis announces that whoever kills Fay, I will make him my successor. After that, Louis's people tell the whole city. They start rioting and killing people. Then we see Fay, who goes with his colleagues and frees the workers, and then all the workers go to Louis and start agitating. Then Fay tells Louis that if there is a fight between them, so many people will die. So he has decided that only he and Louis will fight among themselves, for which Louis agrees. Now a fight starts between the two, in which Master Louis beats Fay badly, but later